5 seconds. Start. I shall now come to the food problem. What is the food problem? Sir, the food problem stated in very simple terms is this. In India, even after 59 years of freedom, we are not able to supply our people with adequate quantities of food grains at reasonable prices or at prices which are within their reach. That is the food problem. It appears to be a very simple problem, but actually it is a very complicated problem and a very basic problem in the sense that food prices constitute the core of our entire price structure, and in a capitalist society where there is freedom of enterprise, the price structure or the price system governs the development of the economy as a whole. Therefore, sir, this problem becomes the basic problem. I do not want to attempt here any analysis of how the rising food prices affect the various aspects of our economic life. But one broad fact has to be recognized, that it is due to the failure on the part of the government to tackle this food problem that so many complications have arisen, which we are finding it very difficult to resolve. All these have as their basis the failure of the government to solve the food problem. Now, sir, there are two aspects of the food situation to be considered. As has been correctly stated by our Honorable Minister of Food and Agriculture, one aspect relates to production and the other aspect relates to distribution or regulation of the resources that are at our disposal. Now, sir, I will take up these two aspects separately and show where the government has failed in its responsibility, where the government policies have been wrong policies, or where the government has failed to work out any policy at all. First, I will take the distributive aspect or the regulatory aspect. For this purpose, I will have to go back a little to the developments that have taken place during the last 5 or 6 years. Now, if we follow the developments that have taken place from the year 2000 onwards, we will inevitably come to the conclusion that the record of government has been a remarkably poor record. The government has been groping in the dark. It gets happy like a child whenever there is improvement in the food situation and whenever there is more production. Sir, the bumper crop of 2003 was extraordinary crop. It was not a normal crop, and after that year the whole process was reversed. I will not go into the details because that will take some time. But it is a fact that soon after that bumper crop of 2003-2004, the government started taking steps for putting an end to rationing, for putting an end to procurement, for putting an end to fair price shops, and for doing away with the Food Grains Licensing and Procurement Order of 2002. Not only that, sir, the government even allowed certain amount of export of food grains. Exports of food grains were allowed and zonal restrictions were done away with. The result was the free market was restored. It is true, and I recognize that a particular time, because of the inefficient manner in which the government were running the rationing system, there was a lot of discontent against rationing. So it appeared to be a popular move for which the government got 3 cheers. But it was a blind policy. They were not looking ahead. They were not examining the basic factors in the situation, and the most basic factor in the situation was that our agriculture is on the margin, that a good monsoon may give us food grains whereby the prices may fall, but the next year a little shortage of rainfall may create an acute crisis. So you have to plan out your whole functioning in a manner that you are prepared for emergencies, that you don't wait to receive shocks. You have to plan and prepare for the rainy day. Ultimately, what happened was that after 2003-2004, everything was relaxed and free market was restored, and so it went on. Mr. Vice Chairman, I am glad that the Honorable Food Minister had placed the cards very frankly before us. Sir, I do not have much grievance about the manner in which the available food is distributed in the country, but my grievance is that the problem of agriculture has not been properly tackled. For that, sir, I cannot throw the blame on the Minister of Agriculture. As a matter of fact, the blame will have to be thrown on somebody who is responsible for planning all these things in the country. Sir, in the 12th 5-year plan, great emphasis was laid on the development of agriculture. Under the first 5-year plan, in a planned outlay of rupees 2 lakh crores, nearly 10% was set apart for agriculture.